Yo guys, you've heard over-explain. This is GIGAEXPLAIN because I found this game to be so interesting that I went back and I checked the VOD, I checked the replay, and I combined parts of those into the final result that you're seeing here. Thanks, editor. It was a bit of a stitch up, a bit of a cut. So we're going to have parts of VOD and replay and then into the live gameplay. So that's going to give you a lot better understanding of what I'm doing in the early game and why. Little bits of efficiency, strategy choices, and whatnot. Hope you'll enjoy this one, and let me know if you appreciate the format in the comments below. Hey guys, I'm about to show you parts replay, parts VOD of a game I just played with a longer intro because I really wanted to speak a bit about what I'm doing in this game, because during the game I can't articulate all of the details as clearly as I would like. There's going to be about an 8 to 9 minute talk through of the start of the game. After that, I'm going to leave you with the live version of the game so that you can enjoy this English versus Rus and try to learn how to maybe stop Rus with a kind of middle of the road approach. Some aggression, some defense, and some economy. Enjoy. I just played a game against Mongols as English, and a tiny Stonewall segment for Stonewall Tower were super good for defense. That's true, but it only defends a single area. Longbow mass seems to be a deal breaker. Yeah, there were actually a few things I did in particular. Hey guys, and welcome to a game that I just played on Dry Arabia, English versus Rus. Just gonna change the audio here for a second and we'll do it again, just a bit lower. Hey guys, and welcome to a game of English against Rus that I just played on Dry Arabia. I didn't have much time to talk during the game, so now I'm going to take you through what I was doing in this game. All my villagers go on food, and I immediately make a second scout. This is in order to combat the Rus bounty, which they get gold and food gathering rate from when they kill sheep, wolves and deer. So I'm trying to kill as many wolves as possible by making them follow me, luring sheep, and then finding deer camps and taking those down as well. I'm against Core, a very good player who's often in top 100, top 150, and we have lots of cool games against him. I played in some tournaments as well, and that's our matchup right here. So we are bringing wolves back and finding deer. So our build order was 7 on food, then we sent 2 on lumber. And the way that I was thinking is as follows. So there's a really classical opening where you go 8 on food, 3 on gold, and then everything else on wood. And you either keep some on gold or not. If you keep some on gold, it's going to be for some kind of investment. It could be blacksmith upgrade, wheelbarrow, it could be any upgrade, just forestry, all kinds of options. But the way I wanted to play this one, as I've been struggling a bit in English versus Rus, is to open up with 2 wood. Now what this means, because I'm not purely concentrating on the food and gold that is required to age up to feudal, what this means is that I will reach feudal a bit slower. But here was my thinking. All day and yesterday I've been playing longbow rushes as we fight for some of these deer, and I last hit some of them because he shift clicked and he was looking at many different scouts. Rus multitask is quite tough in the early game. All the time I've been trying longbow rush, trying to find an angle on Rus villagers, trying to kill their villagers early. But it hasn't been working. It is not only predictable, but people are also getting quite good at either walling off small parts of the map. Additionally, they are also making 1 wooden fortress, 1 tower, at the most likely attack angle. Finally, all their sheep and deer carcasses are going to be right under their town center. And if their reflexes are good, they're not going to lose any villagers to longbow harass. But most of all, I want to talk to you about the theory of mass longbow spam. The moment you reach feudal age, you have enough resources only to make longbow now and then. Council Hall can produce archers, longbows, at the speed of 2 archery ranges. This requires about 9 on food and 14 on wood. By the time you get to feudal, you will not have that many villagers on wood and on food. as such. Actually, should I show the VOD instead so you can see what I'm doing? I think that's better. Then you can see what I was doing at the time. I think VOD is better. Is VOD not going to be hectic? Yeah, but the same as normally. VOD is better. Hi, not just Johnny. I'm gonna keep the speech, I'm just gonna transition. It was 3:42. They won't even notice. If you're spending longbows to the maximum of your capacities, and you're doing that from the moment that you reach feudal, the result that's actually going to happen is that you won't have resources for any economy upgrades. As a result, you're going to be on a bare bones economy of normal food gathering, normal wood gathering, no economic bonuses whatsoever. The thinking that I had was that if I make early longbows, I can deal economic damage. But that has been unsuccessful too many times in a row. So if instead you delay your feudal a bit in order to build up a little bit of a resource bank of specific targeted resources, you then get several economic upgrades that is tantamount to doing an economic upgrade that is as extreme as a second town center. So fitting in a wheelbarrow. I just started wheelbarrow at the 4:30 mark, halfway of my feudal landmark. Recently there was a cool community member called Ping. He gave me some ideas about going wheelbarrow before feudal. I ended up not liking that one as much. It also had 3 on wood and I only had 2 in this build. I kind of have a middle way, but he got me thinking. Starting things off with a good economic upgrade allows you to build in that little bit of extra fortitude of your economy, so that not only is your attack a little bit slower and therefore less predictable, but you've got more oomph to back it up after that. Note that I did switch out to my VOD, so if there's another guy behind me, that is totally working as intended. So I got the wheelbarrow upgrade and my council hall is finishing. And note, because my economy has been going for longer by the time my feudal finishes, I've actually got more resources now in general, because I haven't been throwing everything into longbowmen. I'm now making a barracks, and my strategy plan is as follows. There are 4 deer camp on the map, 2 relatively near him, 2 near mine. If I build an outpost and a mill on the deer camp, then put no more than 5 villagers next to the outpost and the mill, then anytime he raids it, I can put all of my villagers in the outpost. I also will have a small presence and information about where his scouts are when they're trying to collect professional scouts' deer carcasses from me. If I position my army strategically, my spears and my longbows, I can also start to do a little bit of extra defense to try to snipe some scouts and make his multitask be stretched for more. That's why I'm starting to rally some of the spears into that direction. I have 2 scouts and I'm looking at either side of his base to see what is happening there. I have also started some farms, which English have a quicker gathering rate for than other civs. And this is going to give me some good long-term food collection. If you want to see the rest of the game, go ahead and check it out in the game that's going to be coming up. I'm going to switch to a live view where I am playing. I just wanted to do this intro in the form of the beginning of the VOD and the replay, so that I can explain my thought process. I'll leave you off with the following thought. I'm going to be getting some premeditated springles, as a longbow and spear ball will actually do really well into the bread and butter horse archer scout army or even the horse archer knight that Rus are likely to make. Their most likely way to break up my death ball is mangonel. Therefore, as English, you should start making springles immediately before you see a single mangonel so that you can be ready for that switch. As the game goes on, start walling off your flanks, start walling off some parts of the map so that you can funnel in through the center, where you are going to make outposts, keeps, and town centers in order to funnel and have that network of castles attack speed bonus and a fallback point as well. English can be aggressive, but they are built defensively. You can bring that defense into the middle of the map via outposts, keeps, and town centers to get that attack speed buff. Think of English as slowly crawling forward, one step in front of the next, with towers and with army. Longbows, springles, and spears move slowly, so tactical position is of paramount importance. If you do things well and you build up your economy nicely and you go for the King's Palace landmark, you can play a slower game with some elements of harassment, but without the do or die, and it's usually die in my experience, all in longbow push that if they defend well, you've wasted a lot of food and wood and economy upgrade preparations that don't have much payoff. As I go to the live gameplay, you can see that I'm starting to balance out my economy, a lot of food, a lot of gold. So while I have a small expeditionary force, I'm not going crazy and holding down the army training button. I want to get to the castle age, even as I distract him a bit with my scouts, my longbows and spears. Okay, enjoy the rest of the game.
Yeah, we are. Paragon gat on way. A booga kotlicha. Yeah, we are. On styria. Yeah. Strelboren. What heter? Strelboren. Belle. Equilla. Strelboren. Yes, sir. Way sindon second Strelboren. Belle. Paragon gat on way. On styria. Strelboren. Yeah.
Hestes commende. Eat your work.
Strelboren. Strelboren.
Where's the here? Cheer.
Yarway.
Yarway, Eowaller. Cheerless. Cheerless here.
Strelboren. Dida here. Galeon.
What? Each will read on.
Equilla. Abuga. Yeah. Kutli. Strelboren. Abuga. Beodet Nates. Fully in the Hesel. Fully Strelboren. Bere. Strelboren. On Styria. Strelboren. Ik eon shot. Paragon gat on way. On Styria. Strelboren. Trimmer. Yes, eh? Strelboren Jerwa. Yes, sir. Strelboren. Ja, Strelboren.
Here I come. Hestes commende. Cheerless. Be a 10-day flash.
Abuga. Strelboren. Bere. Flamboga. Yes, eh? Strelboren. Paragon gat on way. Ik will stresche Hestes Strelboren. Steppen to it our way man. Sue the head. Yes. Hestes come. Astyria. Intended. Boa is the boon. What is the Hestes? Hestes. Boosted Tulkas. Hestes.
What need a safe to have? Where have stead as bayonet? See?
Hestes and odd foreman. Spera Mitchell do. Here, Hestes steppen to what breakers. Kid Dwindler. Spera.
What need? Arita. What needeth what?
Hestes. Boosted Glidande ner.
Every charge intended. It'll get her in there.
Hestes cometh. Sufrekes haken. Nu Hestes. Hestes? Intended. Boosted Tulkas. Luta. Cometh.
Arita. What need?
Hestes come. Bullet bend that way, men! Ik kan nu. Intent. Onti flota. Spera. Frekkes haken. undone. Hästes kommer. I kan det du! Widders intended, Breck. See they to work. Who say to this? Hade det då hej åt det! Rese! Bennett!
Kusse, ich kann inte fara.
Har lite putt först, Breck.
See they to work, eh?
Intended.
Y'all ready to done some work.
Hade det då hej åt det!
See they to work. Harkeneth aller.
Min spärre is jara. Min häst till dwindle. Bennett! Kom! Spärremen! Över det just.
See to Hestes.
Spärremen! Hundet spärre.
Every charge and 10 death.
Fuse to poliende häst arrestante.
Kusse, ich kann inte fara.
Hästes al suite. Yes. You're ready to do some work.
What needeth they undone?
Then they that who stay tulkas. Where is the lende?
Kusse, ridende for.
Intended breakers. Boa breakers haken. Nu hästes.
Widder Schuli. Tulke. Folweth Mileda.
Who stay tulkas? Buelas bet. Ich do that nu.
Marita, what needeth work?
Hästes. Full question. That will be your good. I'm sweet. Hästes head dwindle. Barra. Hediende hästes nu. Watch Birdman's berenda. See they to work. Yes, you hurry. But is that so ahead? To work. Coordinated by Aya. Did the wind at Aristande Rigno. Harken intended. And so Breakers on the fonta. Barra. Snuta hästes. Where is the lende?
See they to work.
See they to work.
Harkeneth and see they to fair and out in every charge.
Breakers haken.
The fina pirati the corner.
Intended. Dresset ja. We are getting häst. Hediende hästes nu.
Y'all ready to done
Intended. Breakers.
every charge here and they seen Hestes. Build end day that Peter Harkeneth off.
Breakers haken. Hästes who stay tulkan. Glidande ner hörtes no one. Hästes kommer. Jeppe boa. Hediende hästes nu. Dresset ja haven. Buljende hästes. Nu dan bejon. Kom aboard. Arita. What needed work, eh? Fuse tulkas. Hästes. Det kan du.
What needeth they on min way?
Breakers haken. Nu hästes. Ik will have it that if
They up your way
intent be boon to him. So Hästes suas a head. Sista hästes. All state door. Fuse. On ye intended breakers. What wilt thou? Hästes kommer. One day.
See they stareth uta every charge. Holdeth at Olsa.
Harkeneth all. Eagle have a Hästes kommer. Hästes är råd, månen. Yeah, det kan det du. Här är det hästes bär upp liven om det styrer. Ja, det kan det du. Hästes är råd, månen. Hästes är följande hästes.
Boom to him.
Dresset, ja, det är häst. Freck al sweet, yes. Intended, Freck.
Need lots of wood.
What needeth they undone?
Freckes haken. Du häst.
Scout.
Glidande ner hörtes.
Parents, aditen befreren. Hestes, et is see that of fair.
Hästes.
Seizure engine yard.
Fuse tolkes. Hästes. Freck nuthan. Ik not.
What needeth they undone?
Shet.
It shall build they that for they.
Hästes kommer.
There is agent object yard.
Bow. Hästes Hestes cometh Arwemen.
If I was Roos
Thine Hester. Command
in this situation, I would simply have made another base too.
Ich bin gut zu dir.
Every charge, these days the better comes in every
Thine Hester.
What needeth be undone for end days to a
Ich bin Usettul. Average thing is a decent.
At standard, Sperremen. Hestes cometh. Dresset ja, Arwen. Average thing is a decent. Stebek, du het Arwemen. Unge Hestes to Smoliente Hestes. Wele, Stebek op Liebeli, on the steer. Hunde et Belle, Arwemen. Hestes, Styria, it's better. Dresset ja, Stebek, Dresset ja, Stebek, cometh Hestes.
Yarrated on some work. I'll do that now.
Give him going.
What will come? First freck. Average. Let us away, says John James.
Hearkeneth Aller. What needeth in way?
What needed? Save the Hestes. Then they that Hestes cometh.
Says engines awaiting. Season when
Who's they Tulkas? Hestes.
Arita, post it down.
And ten Hestes.
engine yare for Hestes.
Hey, every time. Experiment. You ready for Hestes?
Bail jar to Hestes ton folks. Safe to Hestes.
Sichel build they that for they.
Get it.
Hearkeneth all.
Hearkeneth all.
Is the good session.
And what needeth bail do? Thing done. Hit lock is go.
You're ready to done some work.
See thee to work, yeah?
Harita. What save the Hestes? Yarwish.
Average.
Here and they has.
Lupo Gardy ready. Build end day that. Reach.
Average thing is a decent.
And
Engine yare for Hestes.
Noah is
Yarray to top. Yeah, tit to ending.
Says engines awaiting Hestes.
intended.
Engine yare for Hestes. Whom to hear?
Freckes Haken.
Thine Hester. Verende.
Fusse Tul.
Average thing is a decent.
We day to work.
Hest. Not sloppy. We have it for Hestes. Hunter ich die. We have it of that. Fusse Tul.
Says Verende. What will come?
Hestes cometh every 20.
Yarray every time. I think they lister. Build see thee to work, yeah?
Hearkeneth alla. See they to Ferranusa every chance.
Says engines. We understood it.
Hestes.
Average thing is a decent.
Intended.
Engine yare for Hestes. Says engines up there. Ich bin nun to him.
The way is clear. Freckes Haken. Du Hestes.
Average.
What needeth may undone? Ik will have you that ich ham on safe to Hestes. Yea,
Intended.
Engine yare for engine.
see thee to work. Hearkeneth Arler. Ich will build thee that for thee.
Hestes cometh.
Says Manganel.
Hey, every there those there every jan.
Yarray to done.
Scout.
Ich will rate Fusse.
Hester. Verende. Sue.
Cosa is that?
Jere Hestes! Glid down there, hunters, no one
Tip with left.
Arita.
Safe.
Where ha kill arrest nu?
Intended, Freckles.
Trebuchet away tende Hester. Manganer Yara. Everett Hester. Unchen. Says Manganer away Hester. Where are they?
Bene, Focus!
Say understood. You ready? Manganer away Hester.
It comes on midway.
Manganer Yara. Everything is at the
What need?
Every charge.
Stay
We have what needeth beyond what?
What needed?
Who sent Ulgas?
Everything is here and there. Man forward.
And until go.
Says Gare.
Safe to Hestes.
Unchen Yara for Hester.
Freckles.
Everything.
Luthan. Here and who sent Ulgas?
Everything is here and there.
Yes, sir. Arita.
What needed? Where have them steps?
Caesar Manganer Yara.
Manga. Hestes come.
Says Unchen awaited Hester.
Intended, Freckles.
Harkeneth Aller. Ikil have.
See things.
See they yare to every charge and 10.
Everything.
Vi har skatt på Hestes tol på gang. Yes.
Deja.
Presset gau. Sperreman ikke luta.
Says Unchen
Sperreman gau. Hestes suete. Jere. Oriente hest. Jere. Herjen.
Unchen Yara for Hester.
Hestes.
Everything is at the
Harken it all.
Caesar. Says Unchen awaited Hester.
Get it up. Stand and Luta every charge. Hold it.
Unchen Yara for Hester.
Min sperre is Jara.
You ready? Jonathan?
Safe to Hestes.
Presset gau. Away men.
Unchen.
See they to work.
Min sperre. Jere. Everett.
Jonathan, away, says Unchen.
Yare to every charge and 10 dead.
Hestet kommer arve men.
Unchen.
Harkeneth Aller.
Jere. Hest uppnen.
Hester. Everything is one day.
Every charge and 10 dead.
Says Unchen.
Jere. Hestes.
Says Unchen.
Widerschul i come on the rest.
See they to stand and Luta every charge. Hold it.
Unchen. Says Unchen. We are surrender.
Freck i kamp.
Harkeneth Aller.
Two turns.
Safe to Hestes. Ikil will say.
Hestes är nåt på.
Everything. Unchen.
Hestes är nåt på.
Everything is a neat.
Bay up your to Hestes, Jumbo. Arita.
Jare to dot.
Stand and Ut.
Sperremen. Sperre. Spirit. Hessup.
Says Unchen. Yara for Hester. What will town?
Sita Hestes. Hestes kommer.
Everything is at the
Presset jag har. Olja spirit. Switch the gäster. Push it bort gång.
It is time to get fingers done.
Away men. Bring down the guard. Away men. We're moving. Away men.
Tim to Aaron.
Away men.
Hacken upp.
Hestes ilkan. Spärna bilen. Away men. Ora Hestes. Away men. Push it. Away men. I'm here at the Hestes.
Arkana.
Lite med spärren ut där.
Starten and beaten. Jag valde Sperman.
Arkanala. Hestes are coming. A bilen. Away men. Dina Hestes. Att sal omspann. Gedan jag ger away men. Att prepare each one. Get ready. Push it. Sperman. Quick. Quick.
Ala is hit with a bit.
Away men. Each cannon bullion Hestes. Hestes.
What the says Unchen?
Stand Sperman. He ready your Spear sharpen compass. Renges. Ik kill not, but feed.
Villain, Arita, ik wil do.
Push him.
Arm, Arikidor. Moving on, James.
You ready for the next worker on the roller?
Intendant. Charles Swinker, Esfel Harder. Arita, ik wil Arkanala. Hestes aren't coming. Baron Uta at Donster. Daftness. Ik villains, ready.
A coin, Tolkes, and attendant. Women, Yepet and Ekbermen. Kes,
Angla, is this for the ending? Sergeant, Sergeant. We obey the end. The virtue is wailing.
Yeah. Arita every chance. Baron Uta.
Is this for the end? Allah is a
I think if I just contain him, I should be fine, right?
Ik ga moving. Rathe sua ik kan. Het verrest zei ik ga moving.
Wij shall guide de hichel stieren.
Het contestes. Wat need is blitzing. Drengus. Testes. What need is blitzing. A short journey for you. Business. Oh, whoosh. A lesson, highwayman. A serve.
Yeah, ready for moving. Shankin now. In Tarkin Yawala. Way have you.
Highwayman.
Business moving walker. The sergeant on ready.
Pusheth our way, man. And him standing and victory.
Yes, the second sergeant. Team to leave it.
Ready to go. Ik wil steeren af die Hester.
Push Hestes unsteering. A beast her. Certes. Anot. Our way get done. Hacken up, yes, fair man. Our way, man. We're running big gap.
Incendiary arrows very important.
A be there. Our way, man.
Okay, I think we have this one.
We are in a waiting for the Hestes. What need is blitzing.
Harkinala, Harkin Yawala. Way have a Hester.
Our way, man. We push it. And stun it. And book it.
I think we can go now.
That will be all done.
Bring some stone.
Intendant. We're having an ender. Let us.
Yes, on the sergeant. On ready.
Drengus. Beonyan.
Obedience, that's me fetch.
Harkin Yawala.
Tulkes. No Hestes. Attendant. Hestes are coming. A coin, Tulkes.
On sergeant at the ready.
A short journey. A be there. You ready yourself? Second spirit.
This sergeant.
Tulkes.
The set. Move on, Archer. Waiting for it. Punching. Listen.
A be there. Our way, man.
Moving the Allah is a
What are those? Scouts? He's gonna kill us with scouts. Longbow shredding. Nice. DJ. Did he play worse, guys? Than some Rus we meet? Maybe. But maybe we played it better too. Better than just longbow rush. It's too easy to stop. Yeah, I feel like I know why I won this one, because I didn't go all in. Though I feel like I should have probably put more pressure on his villagers at some point. It's pretty tough. He's not in the right mind state, yeah, for sure. I mean, he's like tilted, long-term tilt or something.